Hey everyone, Elitebigs here, and today I have a whole bunch of new and exciting announcements for you. First off, I want to say thank you to my sister and brother-in-law for helping me make my new intro, as you saw. I think it turned out really well. In the future, I might tweak it a little bit, but for now, this is actually a really good, starting intro for me. Second is going to be talking about Bungie's new game, and that is what today's topic is going to be about. Before I forget, this is actually Halo 4 with some crappy flood gameplay. I didn't really do too well on it, but that's not what we're really here about. We're here about Destiny. So finally, we get to see what Destiny is all about. This game has been, hush-hush for a while now. Last time I heard anything on actually Bungie was when Activision and Bungie were announcing that they were going to partner up to make this new game. And at the time, the codename actually for this game was actually called Destiny. So finally, the curtain has fallen. And what is the big deal about this game? So let's talk about this story for watching the first vid doc. Real quick, the story is a little confusing from watching it, and I had to watch it again and again, and I actually gathered some information from IGN. So real quick, I'm actually going to post not only the vid doc, but I'm actually going to post IGN's interview article, actually I should say, with Bungie. So real quick, let's go into the story. So the story in the vid doc starts off with a golden age has begun with humanity. They were flourishing. They were occupying new planets and all that. Everything was pretty much, handy dandy. Everything's going great. But then an unknown force came into the picture and hit them hard and just put them all the way back to Earth. We don't know from watching the vid doc and all that. We really don't know what the force is that, kind of pushed them back. The only thing we know is that, my guess is that there's probably the aliens and all that and the creatures that kind of pushed them back. But anyway, back to the story. The story also mentions the Traveler, which was another confusing thing because in the vid doc, they don't really go into detail. They kind of said that the Traveler and the Sphere were two different people, it kind of sounded like. Thankfully, IGN actually, during their interview and their article, they actually talked, more about that. So they cleared everything up. So the Traveler is actually the white sphere that huddles around the last city on Earth. And not only it protects humanity, but it's where all humanity's great thinkers, military strategists, all that come and talk. They really don't talk about how that's going to be affected in gameplay, but anyway, slowly but steadily, the humans are picking up their pieces and they're fighting for their survival, and they're trying to stop these aliens, slash bad guys from wiping them out. You are the Guardian. That's the player, that's your player, guy. You are the Guardian who is living during that time, and you're just trying to help out, repel against these threats. And your actions actually will cause the triumphant return or the collapse of humanity. This sounds really awesome, the story. But you're kind of wondering, what they're going to, what other stuff are they going to do with this game? So anyway, in the vid doc, they go more in detail about this. In the vid doc, Jason Jones, who's actually one of the co-founders of Bungie, which real quick, I want to talk about him real quick. It really surprised me because he's very camera shy, and during the last Halo games, Halo 3 ODST and Halo Reach, I never saw him. I think I might have saw him in one of the Halo Reach vidocs, but it's really good to see him again. And I really think the Bungie staff grabbed him, tied him to a chair, and put a camera in front of him, okay, you're gonna talk about this game, goddammit. And he's like, no, I don't want to talk about this game. I'm camera shy. And then Joel just came up and smacked him in the face. Anyway, back to the topic and some of my imaginary craziness. In the vid doc, they actually show off they want real quick. They want to talk about how they're gonna keep people updated and all that other stuff. So in the vid doc, they actually show off an iPhone app. And the iPhone app, it kind of looks like they're copying off of WoW Armory, where you can talk to your guild mates and your friends and all that. And you can actually look up what's going on in the world and all that. in the game. And that's actually the other thing that's really interesting, how they talk about the game world. They talk about it's gonna be like kind of like lifelike, and there's gonna be like a time and a day and all all that good stuff, and there's gonna be random events, and they're gonna change randomly, and like they said something about they're really not gonna control it, which is kind of weird but kind of cool in the same way. So the only thing I hope that it doesn't actually change like Ohio's weather, because Ohio's weather is really bipolar. So like one day it'll be like it'll be raining, snowing at the mix, and it'll be like 10 degrees outside. The next day it'll be all 50 degrees and sunny. So hopefully that doesn't come into play. But anyway, back to I'm sorry again, but back to the vid doc. Again, they actually show off Marty, and he's doing these awesome musical scores, and Joe actually giving his little comments, and him saying, kind of to the point that it actually says something too, like later on, that they actually are going to have like content for like the next like 10 years. That's insane, and it sounds awesome at the same time. So, with that respect, and I'm actually gonna probably look into getting this game, and I'm going to see if they're going to have a pre-order at GameStop in the next couple of days. The next couple of days. Hopefully, there will be more info that comes into light in the next couple of months. This game sounds really epic, and I can't wait for it to come out. And so hopefully Bungie does a really good job and all that. So okay, that's actually all the news I'm going to talk about for today. Thank you for watching. Real quick, don't forget to tune in my future episodes. And don't forget to check me out on Twitch. I do apologize about I actually haven't really been on Twitch that much. But hopefully, I actually will probably get on tonight and do some stuff on Twitch. Don't forget, if you want play a game or two, hit me up. My gamer tag is Elitebig space 1087. What else do I want to talk about? Oh, the vid doc. The vid doc and IGN's interview, or / article, I should say, with Bungie is actually going to be in the description below. Yeah, that's it. So, thank you for watching, and remember, go Elite Big or go home.